I'm going to show you how to beat Reece. From the start, if she points at you and shoots a projectile, you can deflect it back at her. Otherwise, just wait to see what she does. And once she finishes her combo, smack her a few times. If she flies off like this, use a charged spiral thrust, and that interrupted her. Now all I'm doing now is getting in my light attack combos, and this will be enough to bring her stamina bar all the way down, and we'll do a brutal attack. After the brutal attack, I'm going to hit her 3 times to activate Moonlight Stance. So while in Moonlight Stance, that's now going to allow me to use Full Moon by holding down the heavy charge like this. It takes a lot of her stamina down. Counter, when you see this symbol, when she's up in the air, as soon as she touches the ground, use the counter, which is in the common tab under the upgrade skill tree. Now you can dodge your way out of the ground effects, otherwise you can hold down the block, because this Radiant Guardian's armor can absorb a lot of that damage. It does absorb, has a lot of chaos resistance. So now we've managed to stagger her again, so I'll use the brutal attack. Again, I'll fit in a spiral thrust, hit her 3 times to activate Moonlight Stance. I held down the heavy to do the full moon attack to get her stamina bar down again. Using a charged spiral thrust to close the gap, and that drilled her. Now every now and then you saw that thing above her head, they shoot delayed projectiles at you. You can hold down the block or dodge them. That's one of the key things I'll try and repeat throughout this fight, is activating the Moonlight Stance by hitting it 3 times with a light attack combo. And once I have the Moonlight Stance activated, I can then use Full Moon, which is holding down the heavy triangle for base station, for example. That does a big swipe and does a lot of damage on the stamina bar. When her sword's glowing, look out for the big swipe from the side or up above like this. There'll be a ground effect. Stay back until you see it flash, because that'll take damage if you go in too early. Otherwise, if you're holding down the block, that'll absorb the damage. You can do a delayed dodge out of these circle things she summons on the ground, and as you saw there, the last one is electricity, so I didn't get out in time, but if I hold down the block, I managed to hold all that damage off. Using a charged spiral thrust like this to close the gap when you need to, it looks like we've staggered her again. And if you use the brutal attack in front, you'll gain your stamina back. From behind you don't, but you'll do a lot more damage on her. Now phase 2, she's more melee focused, and she'll swipe her scythe around. So you can hold down the block, but just keep an eye on your stamina, because this armor is quite good. Otherwise try and time those blocks for those parry blocks to also get her stamina bar down as well. Once she's finished her combo, I try and get in 3 light attack hits on her, and then when I get a chance, I hold down the heavy attack to do the Full Moon while in Moonlight Stance, which does a big swipe to damage the stamina bar, which was what we were doing in phase 1 of this fight. So you just need to be patient. With her swipes, just block them if you can time them. If you don't, just dodge out of the way or hold down the block. And then you may need to dodge or block with the last few if you see that your stamina bar is too low. Especially the last one like that when she does a charged swipe. In a moment you'll see her do the standard unblockable move with the symbol on your character. So just use the counter. And it's the same tactic. As soon as she touches the ground, use counter. Unless you're really far away from her and you don't want to do it, you may want to do a delayed one. I'm just holding down the block because this armor has a lot of chaos resistance. Now this one here where she floats up, she'll shoot a delayed beam at you. You can just dodge to the side, or you can just block it. If you just block it, you do have to dodge away from that floor there, or else you'll take a lot of chaos damage. Usually when you stagger them like this, they're usually getting a charged spiral thrust. When she does this, that aura around her, back away. She usually does that after you've done a brutal attack on her. Okay, now I've just gone into Phantom mode, so you can use that whenever you like, and getting your best attack while you're in Phantom mode. You still need to dodge while you're in Phantom mode. Again here, try and time those blocks, otherwise just hold on the block. She got me good here, she'll swipe a second time. If she gets to the first time, if you don't block that unblockable with a counter. But time those parry blocks, and look, her stagger bar is already down low already. So we're going to try and get that stagger bar all the way down again. And it looks like we've done it with the light attack combos. Brutal attack, follow up with a charged spiral thrust. And quickly back away from her, because she'll go into that glowing aura around her and explode area damage. So I'm still trying to just activate Moonlight Stance. Sometimes you know it's still active when you see those little particles glowing off you. They're a bit hard to see. If they are, just hold down the heavy to do that Full Moon, the big swipe, and take a lot of the stagger bar down. So stick around, there's some more moves that you'll need to know. be a move where she disappears and teleports right near you, so you can either block or dodge. Just a slight delay when you do it, so you can handle the chaos damage, and you can just hold down the block. Otherwise try and time the block and do a slight delayed dodge if you need to when she appears. Hey look, stick around for my stats. So here's my swift attack. Do 3 times to activate Moonlight. Once you have Moonlight activated, use Full Moon, which is the charged heavy, to do that big swipe. It does a lot of damage on their stamina. And there's the charged Spiral Thrust to close the gap, and I've fully upgraded my counter. Good luck.